Well, g'day folks, welcome back to another episode. Today, I'm in Melbourne and we're going to be chasing some Murray Cod, so fingers crossed, we'll see how we go. Well folks, no Murray Cod in Melbourne, and there was no way I was going to fish for Murray Cod in Melbourne, so the only place to fish for Murray Cod really is on the Murray River, and that's where we've ended up. So where we're camped is about a 3-hour drive from Melbourne up on the Murray River between Cobram and Yarrawonga. I'm catching up with a few good mates to spend a few nights under the stars and to hopefully try and get once again the elusive Murray Cod. Introductions done, and it was time to set up camp. But beforehand, we've got to get Dino out of the river. The ramp was just a little bit too long for his 75 series, but the Prado came to the rescue.
Back again.
With the boat ramp clear, it was time to launch the boat and set up camp. So this camp, I'm using my ARB awning room, which I find awesome for a couple of nights stay. There's plenty of space inside to stretch out, put your belongings in, put a stretcher up and feel really comfortable in this area. And you might remember from our last trip up here over cod opening, it bucketed down rain and I was nice and dry. Everyone's settled into camp now, so it's time to hit the water. The evening was drawing in fast, so I thought this would be an ideal time to surface fish. After a couple of hours of trying to entice those Murray Cod out of those snags, it was time to get back to camp, have a feed and sit around the campfire and talk about the day. Out on the river early the next morning and temperatures were already starting to soar. Well, she's going to be a warm one up here on the Murray today, so mid-30s apparently. So I've swapped my Andrews outdoors shirt for something a little bit more adapt to the hot weather. So I'm wearing one of Andy Total Carnage's shirts, and he describes it as wearing a cloud, and they're actually really nice to wear, give you a lot of sun protection. And just keeping with the top end theme, I'll just pan down, and I've got a pair of Mikey Cunningham's Golf Mud Crabbers shorts. So these are tried and tested up in the Northern Territory, so if they work up there, they're certainly going to work here in Victoria. And what I'll do, I will leave a web address for Mikey and Andy's website so you can purchase this stuff. So if you're into a bit of territory gear, Mikey also sells shirts. They've both got a really good range. So as I said, I'll leave their website down here somewhere, and I'll put a link in the description on how to contact them. Something decent here. Oh, jeez, that is... He is just peeling string. Come on, that's it, I got him out of there. Bloody mud marlin. It's not what I want. And he's a big fish. This fish was humanely dispatched and relocated. Well, I found this little spot in the shade, and I've got a bit of cheese on for some cod and some shrimp I've just caught in my little shrimp nets out for yellow belly. So we'll sit here for a little while and see how we go. It was a bit slow on the bait side of things, so I thought I'd flick a few hard body lures amongst the snags and see if that would wake them up. No luck with the hard body lures, so it was back to bait. Well, midday, day 2, and all I've got so far is a dirty stinking carp. It's mid-30s at the moment, so she's pretty tough going out in the sun and just trying to find a shady spot to fish. So I'll give it another hour or so, I think, and might head back to camp and find my hammock and have a bit of a snooze and do an evening session. But yeah, she's been a bit of a grind today. So, but anyway, you can't catch them on the lounge. I recently purchased a little portable shower for the boat, and this was a godsend in keeping me cool today. Well, she's pretty hot, so not much going on. A couple of little nibbles, but that was about it. So I'm going to head back to camp. I'm going to set up the hammock. I'm going to snooze for a little bit and then get back on the water when this temperature drops a little bit. But yeah, not much shade out here, but hey, where would you rather be? Back at camp, we all took advantage of the nice shade, the nice cool breeze, a couple of cold beers and relaxed. So day 2 just about at an end. Just to actually cross the river from camp and find a nice shady spot. The weather has been very, very warm today, so we've sought a bit of refuge under the gum trees this afternoon, and we've all come out and had a bit of a fish this evening. Dennis actually caught a nice 70 centimetre cod this afternoon in his session, so so that's good. But apart from that, it's been pretty quiet. But anyway, we'll just see what tonight brings. So I'm just on this bit of a wide bend, and just in the last 30 seconds, there's been 2 boofs off the top of the water here. So I'm going to switch to a surface lure, and hopefully that might entice them out. So I'm tipping they were cod. They've some pretty big boofs, so taking something off the surface. So let's have a crack. So I'm using this Raptor lure, the Fizz from Raptor Lures up in the Northern Territory. So if they catch barra, hopefully they'll catch a cod. Unfortunately, no luck on the surface lures, so it was time to soak a bit more bait and enjoy the beautiful sunset along the Murray River.
Oh, yep, on.
Oh, on. Don't know what it is. It's not big. It's not big. It's a tiny little trout. Well, at least I've got a trout for the weekend. I won't even bother measuring him. Look at that beautiful, he's a little trout cod. By the looks of his no spots on his head. There we go.
It was getting that time of night where I'm going to call it and head back to camp. I could see the fire glowing in the distance and there was a porterhouse steak with my name on it for dinner. The amount of insects tonight was absolutely nuts. Nothing better at night than having a nice feed and sit around the campfire with good mates and a couple of cold beers. And there's nothing better in the morning than the smell of freshly filtered coffee to get you up and going for another day on the water.
Righto, last morning here up at between Cobram and Yarrawonga. I've got a couple of lines in and it's starting to warm up, so I don't think I'll be out here for too long. Get back, pack up camp and head home, but we'll sit out here for a little bit and see what we can get. So it is a nice little breeze out here, and hey, where would you rather be? Gabby on this, and it's something's having a crack at it. Oh, he pricked me in the snag. It's no good. That's not a good start.
So whatever this fish was, he'd taken me down into the snags. I could feel the snag slightly moving with the fish still on it. I've made myself up a bit of a pipe with some heat shrink on it. Given the braid's 50 pound and the leader's 80 pound, I didn't want to cut my hands up. It took me about 20 minutes to get whatever it was and this snag up to the boat. I finally got to the leader and...
Oh well, we'll never know. Whew. Well, at least my knots work. Whew.
It pays to practice those FG knots.
Well folks, that's the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. If you've liked it, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down the bottom. I'm going to go back, pack up camp and head back home. Work tomorrow. Alright, we'll see you in the next one. And don't forget, stay tuned for the outtakes.
And just before I go, I actually did find a Murray Cod in Melbourne.
Ta-da. So I'm just bugs.